To the untrained eye, the structure of a severe storm can look awfully complicated, but meteorologist Seth Bohnhoff is up next to break down the different types of clouds that can show up during a storm.
That's right, Kevin. Springtime is upon us, and that means those severe storms are going to start to become a lot more common. It's not always easy to know what you're looking at when you're seeing these storms, though, so we're just going to go over some basic cloud formations. The first one we're going to talk about is scud clouds, and these are going to be very thin, wispy clouds that actually rise up into our storm, and scud's actually an acronym that stands for scattered cumulus under deck. Now, these clouds themselves really aren't that intimidating. They don't lead to too much, but it does show that our storm is starting to display some vertical motion and that we need to keep an eye out for further development. Now, as that scud continues to rise, we might start to get a little more of a defined thunderstorm base, might start to look a little more turbulent there underneath, and that just shows that our vertical motion is increasing and our storm is starting to become a little bit stronger, developing that stronger updraft. Now, as those clouds continue to build, we might actually see a lowering from our storm. This is what's going to be a wall cloud. Now, the wall cloud is going to be the center of attention. That's part of the storm that you definitely need to pay attention to. Not every wall cloud drops down a tornado, but when we do see tornadoes, they do often form from this wall cloud. Now, not to be confused, sometimes in these wall clouds, we can still have that scud rising. That can look an awful lot like a funnel cloud. Do not confuse the two. You can tell that this is just scud because it's very thin, very wispy, and there's not rapid rotation going on underneath. Now, when we actually do see a funnel cloud, it's going to be a lot more smooth, it's going to be a lot more tubular, and you will see some of that rapid rotation. Now, at the moment, this is still just a funnel cloud because we don't have that connection all the way down to the surface. We don't see any circulation at the surface, but eventually that funnel cloud can make its way all the way down, and right when we start to see that circulation there at the ground, that is when we officially have a tornado on our hands. Now, tornadoes often don't last for more than 10 minutes. They can actually start to really rope out and go back up and dissipate, but that doesn't mean that we have to stop watching our storm because the storm can continue even after the tornado.